The biggest lie laziness tells you is that you need to feel motivated before you can start. It's a trap. If you wait for a burst of energy or a perfect mood, you'll be waiting forever. The truth is, action precedes motivation. Think of your life not as a grand mountain to climb all at once, but as a series of tiny, manageable steps. Don't worry about the final outcome right now. Don't even worry about completing the whole task. Just focus on the very first step. If you need to clean your room, don't think about the whole mess, just commit to putting away 3 things. If you need to write a report, don't think about the conclusion, just commit to typing the first sentence. If you need to exercise, don't think about a 1-hour workout, just commit to wearing your running shoes. This is called the 5-minute rule. Commit to working on the difficult task for just 5 minutes. When the timer goes off, you have full permission to stop. But here's the secret: 9 times out of 10, once you start, the momentum will carry you far past 5 minutes. You'll realize the hardest part wasn't the work itself, it was the decision to begin. Stop waiting for motivation. Start taking action, and let the action create the motivation. In this story we look at Elijah, a young man who dreams of opening his own artisanal bakery. He has all the recipes, the knowledge, and the passion. He has a small, rented space in a local food hall. Elijah has been sitting on his dream for 6 months. Every morning, he tells himself he'll start setting up, decorating, and practicing his recipes, but he never does. He gets lost scrolling on his phone, watching other people's success, and feeling overwhelmed by the sheer number of tasks: buying equipment, passing inspections, marketing, perfecting his sourdough starter. He's paralyzed by the grand plan. He can't move because he's waiting for the perfect moment when he has all the money, all the equipment, and all the tasks mapped out. One day, while staring at an empty shelf, he remembers his grandmother's old-fashioned kitchen scale. She was a baker, and the scale was the one thing he inherited. It's an old balance scale, 2 pans hanging from a central beam. He picks it up and starts staring at it. He realizes it's the perfect metaphor for his problem. The left pan represents his dream, the grand, perfect, completed bakery. The right pan represents the action he takes, the small, daily tasks. Right now, the dream pan is filled with his massive, heavy goals: perfection, success, everything done. The action pan is empty. The scale is completely unbalanced, leaning hard into the dream, making the action side feel impossibly light and insignificant. He is overwhelmed because he's trying to counter the weight of the entire dream with a single action. Elijah has a sudden realization: he doesn't need to put his whole grand plan on the scale at once. He needs to break it down. He decides to apply the 5-minute rule using the scale metaphor. He takes his big, heavy dream, the $10,000 cost of a new oven, and removes it from the scale. He replaces it with the smallest task possible, the first email to a local oven supplier. He then puts a counterweight of 5 minutes of focused effort in the action pan. The scale moves. It's only a tiny shift, but it's a visible, physical representation of progress. Action 1, he makes one phone call to a commercial refrigerator seller, 5 minutes. The scale shifts. Action 2, he cleans one shelf in the kitchen, 5 minutes. The scale shifts again. Action 3, he spends 5 minutes sketching a simple logo, 5 minutes. The scale shifts again. He doesn't stop after 5 minutes for most of the tasks. The small, successful shifts create momentum, and the scale starts to move with greater ease. 3 months later. The bakery is open. It's small, maybe not perfect, but it is real. You don't defeat laziness with a sudden, heroic effort. You defeat it by making the right pan heavy, one small, 5-minute action at a time.